can you tell me your name and what is our relationship?
Hi, my name is Tiffany Davis, and I am Logan Davis's mom.
And what is your disease?
I have a diagnosis of asthma, and I have had asthma since I was a child.
What medic what medication do you use?
Currently, I take a medication daily to prevent issues with my asthma. I take a sorry. I take Symbicort, which is something that I use daily. This is inhaled, it's a pump, and I use it daily. And if I have any further issues, or if I actually will go into an actual asthma attack, then I have something which you would call a rescue medication, which is albuterol.
Who is your doctor about your disease?
I see Dr. Wilbur in Hollandale. Thankfully, my asthma is under control, so I don't have to see a specialist or a pulmonologist or pulmonary doctor for my asthma. It's controlled well with my medications, so I am only seen by my primary in regards to my asthma.
Did you have any issues in the past? Like, did you have to go to the hospital or anything for it?
So I was told by my parents that I had asthma as a kid, and then I remember not really having any problems with my asthma until I was in college. I remember the first asthma attack I had was I had just returned from a funeral in Tennessee, and I had returned back to college, and I had an asthma attack, probably due to the change of weather. Coming from a cold environment, it was January, it was cold, and coming back to Florida, and I had an attack. I did not have a pump or anything because I had not had any issues with the asthma in since that I could recall. And I remember, going to the hospital and getting that taken care of at that time. My asthma has been kind of off and on. Didn't bother me a whole lot in college. And then it was kind of off and on. And then once I had Logan, I remember having a lot of issues with my asthma. And probably since I've had her, I have had to regularly take medication to prevent myself from having attacks. But asthma runs on both of my sides of the family, my father's side as well as my mother's side. My grandmother on my father's side has it very bad. A couple of my aunts, my cousins. So I guess it was inevitable that I could or would have the problem.
Um, do you have any comments for those who may have it?
Fortunately, I think asthma is something that is, I don't want to say manageable, because some people have it very bad. So I have family members that are hospitalized frequently. So I think that my level of this disease is not bad. Um, I think that most people that have it, you have to figure out what works for you and what doesn't, including medications, including exercise, including environment like dust and perfumes and things like that can also um, increase your problems with the asthma. Smoking can increase the problems with the asthma. So there's so many things that can trigger the asthma. Um, it is definitely not a pleasant feeling to have an asthma attack. During this time of hearing people talk about difficulty breathing with COVID, I often, think to myself that I can only imagine what they are going through with struggling to breathe, because that's a very similar feeling that you have when you have an asthma attack. You're struggling to breathe. You feel like you cannot catch your breath. For me, sometimes I feel like I'm itching all over because I'm trying to cough to I guess open up my airways. It's definitely not a pleasant feeling. I'm very grateful for the medications that I am on that is able to help me maintain and manage my asthma.
How does it feel like in your body?
I mean, typically when you're starting to have an attack, you may start to wheeze. So when I say wheeze, it's because your airways are constricting, and so it's tough for you to breathe. So as you're breathing in and out, you like actually can kind of hear your breaths, and it's a, I don't know, I can't really describe the sound that you get, but it's what they call wheezing. And then it typically may get worse if the asthma attack gets worse. So you're struggling to breathe, you're coughing, you're just trying to open up your airways. So if and when I have that issue where I'm about to have an attack or I feel an attack coming on, boom, here's the rescue medication. So I try to make sure that I keep this on me, and keep it nearby. So typically I have one in my purse, one on my nightstand, and try to make sure that I have this near so that if and when I am having an attack or I'm having an issue, I have it close by. Thank you very much. I enjoyed sharing my issues that I have with asthma.